Hello, and welcome to KCAT News. Today is Friday, November 17th. Both KCATs and cheerleaders were in action at competition, and Circle of Friends took a field trip to Derby Bowl. The gyms are full with winter sports. Both girls and boys basketball and wrestling have all started their seasons. I'm Reagan Williams, and KCAT News starts right now. Reporter Emily Barker caught up with some KCATs and cheerleaders about their showcases last week. On Wednesday, November 8th, the KCATs participated in a showcase in Wichita at North High School. And on Thursday, November 9th, the cheerleaders competed at Wichita Heights High School, taking 5th place, earning a superior rating.
Well, me and my coach captains re-prepared dances and stuff to put together, and it took not as long as you think it would, but we were able to learn it pretty fast and get it done.
I am very proud of our performance. Our girls worked really hard, and I think we did a really good job. It's cool to see, or to have that many people see our performance and my choreography.
It was kind of scary because all the teams there were a lot bigger than us, so we weren't only performing in front of parents, we were performing in front of 15 schools that had really big teams.
So congratulations to both squads and the cheerleaders on their 5th place finish, and success to both squads. Emily Barker, KCAT News. Thanks, Emily. Everyone loves getting out of school for field trips, even if some aren't fun. Circle of Friends happened to have a fun field trip to the bowling alley, and reporter Brent Cole was there to catch the action.
This Wednesday, November 15th, Circle of Friends went to the Derby Bowling Alley for a fun field trip. Let's catch up with a couple students who got to go along.
I really like being in Circle of Friends. It's pretty cool. You get to make a lot of new friends and just enjoy yourself. And I've been doing it for 2 years, so it's pretty cool.
What I like about Circle of Friends is that it's a good way to meet new people, and I've been doing it for 2 years, basically all of high school, since I'm only a sophomore.
It's really fun. It's my first year, but I feel like it's going to be exciting to be in it with everybody.
It looks like everyone had a blast, as you can tell by the smiling faces. Bryn Cole, KCAT News.
Thanks, Bryn. Basketball and wrestling are both underway, and Gabe has some intel on Gabe's game recap.
Thanks, Reagan. Most of the winter sports teams began practicing this week. Coach Langeralt likes what he has seen at practice so far.
We have a lot of potential. We've got some good kids back, and if they're willing to put in the time and the effort, we should be pretty successful.
Wrestling has several returners, including Cole Long, Joshua and Jacob Bush, Preston West, and Jace Burdick. This year has many fresh faces as well.
I think we've got some pretty good freshmen just from what I've seen the last couple days, so hopefully they'll develop, and by the time they're juniors and seniors, they'll start doing some real things for us here at Mulvane.
Basketball as well has many fresh faces.
The new faces for our program are guys that just have been in the program but are now stepping into bigger roles, who maybe from a JV to a varsity perspective, and maybe sprinkling in some underclassmen there.
Drew Ellis is the only returning starter for varsity, but they could get help from varsity returner Jarrett Plummer and transfer Caleb Dameron, along with Jeb Herman, Kyler Long, and underclassmen Gage Gerlach and Trey Abasolo.
We've got a lot of guys that know how to follow and a lot of guys that know how to lead, and in a lot more ways than just verbally, or I don't really see a lot of issues with leadership with this group.
The team's goal this year is to return to state.
We have an uphill battle, just like we did last year. I like how we work every day in practice so far, and all those things, we just got to put the right puzzle pieces together to see where we can end up, and hopefully at a trip back to state.
With Coach Landis stepping up to be head coach, he has a few goals for this season.
Obviously, we have a lot of scoring to replace from last year's graduating class, but our main goal basically is to try to be consistent with our execution, and the main goal is to be in shape.
This year's team has a lot of potential, but Landis believes they need to get into shape first.
Right now, we're just trying to get up and down the floor. We're trying to get in a basketball shape. We find that we're not a very good team and we're not in very good shape, and so that's what we're working on right now.
Landis will have to replace a few varsity spots, but he has quite a few returners.
This year, our leadership council consists of Erica Landis and Autumn Cole, who are both seniors, Peyton Christian, Grace Myers, Maddie Tharp, who are returning players from last year as well.
Coach Heath and his athletes have the goal to return to state.
we've got most of our varsity teams returning, so both teams have it in mind that they'd like to go back to state this year. So I think they want to improve on what we did last year.
Heath believes they have the potential.
I think the boys have a really good chance, and everybody that's returning, their averages are higher this year than they were last year. Same thing with the girls. Both of the medalists we had from state last year are returning this year, plus we've had a lot of improvements on our team as well.
The main focus in practice is going to be adapting to the different bowling lanes.
So different alleys, different locations, they bowl differently. So how to adjust to what you need to do in order to change, and then we also work on picking up spare balls. So those are probably the two biggest things we work on at practice.
This past Monday, 2 Mulvane seniors signed to continue their education and athletic career. Austin has the pitch on where they're going to play.
On Monday, November 13th, 2 Mulvane High School seniors signed to play baseball at college. Grayson Benefiel signed with Washburn University. Benefiel pitched during 8 games and 23.67 innings and has an earned run average of 4.44 points. Baseball was not the only reason he decided to pursue Washburn.
I want to go into law, pre-law, so Washburn has a really good pre-law school, one of the best in the nation, so that was a big deciding factor for me.
Benefiel says his scholarship covers approximately 75% of his tuition costs.
They gave me a really good scholarship, and I just too good to pass down, so that's what I decided to go with.
Shortly afterwards, Ethan Boo signed with Cali County Community College. Boo pitched 5 games and 21.67 innings, has an earned run average of 4.85 points, and believes Cali is a good fit for him.
They've always had a great reputation with putting people through and getting them on to the next level, like to the D1 level, and that's what I wanted in a college.
Benefiel and Boo are heading separate ways next year, but both look forward to their college future. Austin Fonenstiel, KCAT News, back to Gabe.
That's it for this week's edition of Gabe's Game Recap. Gabe Daniel, KCAT News.
Thanks, Gabe. This ends this week of KCAT News. Have a good weekend, and as always, thanks for watching KCAT.
Thanks for watching KCAT.